Ultima 9 features both an in-game journal and a physical journal that shipped with the game. In this video, we'll read through the in-game journal. This is the main area of the journal. We've got some configuration options down here that we'll see at the end. And over here is the table of contents. And this indicates that we are running patch 1.19F. So on the next page will be the vitals. Keep in mind that this is at the end of our playthrough, so the avatar's stats are maxed out. Vitals: Strength, Heroic, Dexterity, Adept, Intelligence, Genius. Hit points: 200 out of 200. Mana: 179. Gold: 9,999. Arrows: 918. We could get that up to 999, I just didn't at this point. Skills: Fists, Master. One-handed, Master. Two-handed, Master. Staffs, Master. Range, Master. Magic, 8th Circle. And now we head to the next page. And this is the History section. The First Age of Darkness. The tale began as a traveler from another world destroyed the Gem of Immortality and foiled the plan of the evil wizard Mundane to rule Sosaria. The Revenge of the Enchantress. The traveler returned to drive back the hordes of evil summoned by Mundane's lover and disciple, the Enchantress Minax, who had sworn revenge for her lost love. Exodus. Exodus, bastard child of the evil mages Mundane and Minax, brought Sosaria to the brink of anarchy before the traveler arrived and banished the last of this family line to the pit. Quest of the Avatar. Lord British united Sosaria under the new name Britannia and proclaimed the 8 sacred virtues as the essence of Britannian life. The traveler returned and was named the Avatar of the Virtues, Defender of the People, and Britannia's champion. Warriors of Destiny. From the 3 largest shards of the broken Gem of Immortality came the Shadow Lords, who influenced Lord British's trusted confidant, Lord Blackthorn. The Avatar summoned 8 companions to defeat the Shadow Lords and rescue their king, while Blackthorn was thrown into the ethereal void for his betrayal. The False Prophet. The Gargoyle's most sacred book, the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom, foretold that a false prophet would destroy the Gargoyle race unless he was sacrificed. After learning that he was the false prophet, the Avatar undertook a quest to bring peace between the races. The Black Gate. The Guardian, a vile beast from another world, was forced from Britannia when the Avatar traveled through the portal and destroyed the Black Gate through which the Guardian had entered. Pagan. Imprisoned on a distant world within the sphere of the Guardian, the Avatar was forced to summon the powers of darkness to thwart the elemental titans and open a portal to return to his world of peace. Ascension. The Avatar, champion of virtue, is called upon one last time to defeat the Guardian, who has wrought new destruction through 8 great columns that are slowly ripping through the land and twisting the minds of the people. The next page goes to the journal notes, which are what the Avatar scribbled throughout the game. I am not going to read those. Might as well just watch the Let's Play proper for that. But after that is the Bestiary, which I don't think I ever read. Bestiary of Britannia. Information to aid the wary traveler. Beasts. Archer. Archers are quite proficient in ambushing from elevated places with ranged weapons. Bandit. The bandit fleeces the unsuspecting at sword point and dispatches them to hide the evidence. Bat. Favoring the night, a bat's shrill cry can alert others. The larger vampire bat can deliver a poisonous bite. Brute. These mulish humanoids enjoy fisticuffs for its own sake and are too stupid to feel pain. Creeper plant. The carnivorous creeper plant spits damaging seeds which can sprout new plants. Crustacean. These hungry creatures feature extremely tough armor on top, but have a soft underbody. Demon. This hellish spawn can rip flesh with its claws and has the power to summon its own minions to attack you as well. Dragon. A highly intelligent and dangerous creature, dragons are excellent flyers with keen senses. Gargoyle. The wingless gargoyle drone workers are large but unintelligent, with crushing strength. The winged gargoyles are smaller but more intelligent and skilled in magic, making them dangerous as well. Gazer. This magical creature's floating body features 6 eyes, each of which can attack using a different kind of magic. Ghost. Often found near their final resting place, ghosts can phase in and out of the ethereal void. Ghoul, or zombie. These morbid creatures are the animated flesh of the recently deceased. They can spread disease and will not cease until their bodies have been destroyed. Goblin. Though most goblins attack with an open-handed blow, the sergeants carry weapons as totems of station. Hellhound. Born of lava and fire, the hellhound's fiery breath can burn one to the ground. Icehound. This watery creature's freezing breath can immobilize a warrior, leaving him defenseless against attacks from the rear and side. Lich. The Lich is the master of the undead, summoning skeletons and ghouls to attack its foe. He is only visible when casting spells. Mage. The mage has a great deal of knowledge and power and should be treated with a healthy respect. Mimic. From afar, these creatures appear to be inanimate, but at close range can deliver a searing bite. Thief. A stealthy assassin from the lands of the East, the thief does not shy from direct combat and can do great damage with staves of various sorts. Pirate. These marauders steal and often kill without compunction. Beware of the seas near Buccaneer's Den, for a community of lawlessness has thrived therein. Predatory fish. These aggressive fish reside in shallow water and can fell a man and drag him to sea. Rat. Giant. Cousin to the common rat, these foul creatures have no fear of man. They will stay near their nest, though, and often retreat to get the better ground. Sea monster. These giant creatures are encountered in the deep oceans of Britannia. They can fire magic projectiles, which do great damage. Skeleton. In a place of evil magic, the bones of a friend or foe may reanimate into the form of a skeletal enemy. Spectre. The undead spectre will not kill its foe, but its victim will quickly find itself unable to use spells, its magic reserves gone. Spider. Giant. A common hazard of dungeons, the giant spider subjects its victims to poisonous bites. One frightful form of spider is known to phase between this plane and the ethereal void, and is more dangerous than its cousin. Wolf. A creature of the forest, the wolf has a voracious appetite and an acute sense of smell, so it is best to watch your step. And that is the end of the bestiary. The bestiary then heads through to the options, which is a little odd, but there you have it. You can reach this page by clicking here. We've got the performance options, so you've got your viewable item distance, near, middle, and far. We turned it all the way up to far because it's been 20 years, and I believe my machine can handle that. Additional terrain viewing, none, some, and lots. Once again, turn that all the way up. Back in the day, you might have had to turn these down a little bit if your machine was struggling to render the game. Conversation, text only, voices only, or text and voices. We went with text and voices so we could get the full experience. And we could have turned the avatar's voice off. That was an option, but I saw no reason to do that. Performance versus quality. Fastest or highest quality. I'm not entirely sure how that differs from these necessarily. These are very specific, whereas this might just be about rendering textures or something like that. I really couldn't say. But again, we had the highest quality so that we could view Britannia in all its glory. Then you've got sound options. You've got the master volume, which we had cranked. The music volume, which we turned down a little bit so it wouldn't overpower the sound effects and speech and me. And then speech volume, so that we could hear the NPCs. The next page goes over to the save files of which there are quite a few, as you can see. And if you keep going through those, eventually you will reach the credits. This here is the last page of the save and load area. You can always start a new game if you'd like to. I'm not going to read through the credits because I would just butcher everyone's names anyway. But if you are interested, you can pause the video as I flip through these pages and review them at your leisure. And finally, there is a quotes section. Let's read through these. Quotes. But I only wanted to give her a treat. Amy Sage. It's amazing. It's vile and pernicious, yet you can't look away. Scott Jones. Oh, that's covetous. Better known as a gallbladder. Mike Ouellette. I'm getting a lecture, and I'm not even there for it. Matt Crump. A dog just walked up to me and said, "Greetings, citizen." I assume this is a bug. Seth Mendelson. We can put that off until after first chip. Oh, I mean first playable. Herman Miller. I'm immune to fault and blame. Mitch Burton. Let everybody know that I belong in every bar known to mankind. Rand Van Fossen. One of my fish is mentally ill. Dinah Mastbaum. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Jim Short. So I'm going to pick this area, much as I would my nose. Scott Jones. She Frenched the shrimp head, and that was about it. Scott Vetterschneider. Want to come live with me? My gerbils are defective. Jim Short. We'll just have the gremlin act like a humanoid with a sword. Oh, and it can steal things. Richard Garriott. It would just be easier if every card vendor had their own API. Todd Hayes. We'll just have the behemoth act like a four-legged humanoid that jumps and bites. Bill Randolph. Do we have time to make Ascension a multiplayer game? Brian Martin. I can hurt people with my stereo. Chuck Zotch. Why is it so difficult to drag these damn children around? Dave Aldridge. I got a pig before I crashed, but that's better than crashing without a pig, I guess. Amy Sage. I'm too foofy for this stuff. Pig on Short. Well, we got Falling Through the Ground working again. Bill Randolph. Wait, that guard is walking on air. Oh, no he's not. He's just flying. Todd Hayes. I found it. The avatar thinks he's a camera. Gary Smith.
Draw steel, you talky wench.
Tim Bell. Do you want to see a goblin doing the Cabbage Patch? Matt Crump. Should we shag now or should we shag later? Eric Lux. I gotta just go back to sheep. Rand Van Fossen. The infernal armor was running around, attacking me. Dinah Mastbaum. How do I solve the goat puzzle? Chris Binky Launius. So, did you see the flaming Batatar? Dave Aldridge. Completely rewrite Laszlo, would you? So I don't have to fix him? Mitch Burton. Yeah, I get around quite a bit. Brett Bonner. I'm very encouraged. I mean, sure, the avatar's dressed in pink pajamas and buildings are all exploded into pieces. And Jeff Anderson. We're out of bits. Gary Smith. I have a size threshold. Anything over 3 feet, I have to buy. Jeff Anderson. You think this is funny, don't you? Bob Fry. I work on my girlish figure. Hassan Archer. Spank him. Bev Garland. You're only as smart as your code is. Don't you know that? Steve Muchow. Everything is mostly nothing. Chuck Zotch.
I can taste the wood.
Michael Moreland. And that is the in-game journal.